Hi guys, hope everything's good. I'm going to be giving you tips today on newsletter emails. I'm hoping everyone here who's got a website has a little checkbox on their forms, on their registration forms, that you're asking people to allow you to send them some form of correspondence, email correspondence, such as a newsletter or offers or promotions. So today I'm just going to be talking about the newsletter side of things and what is important, what is going to work for you. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the need. Why are you actually writing this newsletter? What is the purpose? Also, who is your target audience? Who are you writing this for? What do they look like? What are their names? What age are they? Where do they work? That's really critical and allows you to tailor the language of your newsletter based on that target audience. Otherwise, you're trying to write for everybody. So some of the common objectives of your newsletter could be generate new leads. It could be to get prospects to download free materials such as a white paper or an ebook. It could be that you're making a promotion or an offer, so getting them to download some kind of voucher or something that they can bring along and show that they've actually been looking at that newsletter. You could also be offering a solution to a particular issue that some people have. So this is where they used to live, this is where they live now, this was the answer to or solution to the problem they were having. Get creative. Surprisingly, and I only looked this up the other day, emails are actually being read longer than they used to be. Even though we get inboxes absolutely inundated with emails, when people do open them, they are actually reading them a little bit longer, only by about a second, but it is still longer than it used to be. So subject lines, getting people to open that newsletter is important. So be creative with your subject lines. Use headlines that resonate with your target audience. Maybe make an emotional promise or create a curiosity gap. You could create a sense of urgency or importance in that headline. Things like breaking news or urgent or hurry or limited time offer. All those kind of things can increase the opening rates of your emails. So once they've opened it, unleash the visual content within your email. Make sure you keep them in that email for longer than just a boring big block of text. So headers, make sure the graphic is interesting, make sure it resonates with your target audience. Try and capture the attention of your readers. Structure the layout so the priority is the most important thing at the top and less important at the bottom. It makes obvious sense, but quite often, we see a lot of emails out there where there's content all over the place. But leave plenty of space within your emails, plenty of white space, so you're trying to improve the readability. So people are reading these things on, on sort of desktop like we've got here, or on mobile phones. Leaving space is really important so that people kind of get the gist of what you're saying. So most importantly, coming on to the next tip or the last tip, is make it for your users, not for your company. Your newsletter won't be able to draw and sustain a consistent and engaged audience if it's about you all the time. So we're doing this and we're doing that and we've won this and we've won that and we've opened this office, and it's interesting, but not particularly for your audience. Make it about them. So that is probably the biggest gold nugget I would say about this whole tip thing here, is make it for your users, not them. Some of the things you could do is you could perhaps include third-party content if it's relevant to them. Include user-generated content, so you might have some real-life examples of people who've moved into your homes, how they're finding it, why they moved in there, so people get a sense of feeling as to there's a community around the people living in the homes that you're building. You could share trending topics. So you know, use the newsletter as a platform to share things that are happening or interesting in the, you know, in the construction industry, in the new build industry, things that a lot of people might not know. They may not know about certain incentives that are out there, how they actually work, and that type of thing. So all those tips, hopefully you can take on board. And lastly, having a high performing newsletter is really important. The most important thing is that data is yours. You've got those people to email, and as long as they stay on your database, you've got them to let them know about what you're doing in the future, and how you may be able to help them, how you can fix their problems, and what solutions you have for them. What we're going to have a look at now is, I'm just going to show you a really cool website. It'll give you a lot of ideas on how you can structure visibly your email. So let's just jump onto that now and catch up with you next time. Okay, so this is reallygoodemails.com. It's an excellent website. It shows a lot of different emails and how people are laying out the visual structure of their emails. You've got an email category drop down over here. You can select whatever you want to select. Let's just go into follow-up, something like that. Okay, a couple of emails there, and then you can click on the email and it will open up and it will show you what it looks like. So really good place to get some ideas and happy construction of your emails.